We're back for episode 2.
Wait, no. I'm going to do a real intro.
Are we including this in the podcast? You lighting a candle?
We'll see.
He's not sure yet. So if you're listening to this and you can
Ask
hear
my
this
editor.
All right. Hey, Eli's editor.
Yeah?
Is this going to be in the podcast?
I don't know yet. I literally said the exact same thing. Alright, I got the intro. You
What's
can't
the
laugh.
intro? I can't laugh?
This
Not
is
laugh.
what I was going for last time, okay?
Okay.
I can't make eye contact with you.
I'll look away.
Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to Descant. How'd you like it?
You know, it's hard not to laugh.
It is, because it's stupid.
That is really bad. However, it's not the worst.
It's something.
But it makes us look out to be like we're civilized. And there's nothing about this podcast that's going to be civilized.
You make a good point.
We are the worst people to have started a podcast. Because we can't talk about one thing.
Yeah.
Also, we are recording this episode probably a max of 10 minutes after the last one.
Yep.
He turned the AC on for about 10 minutes.
I can't have it on or it'll be way too noisy, but it is so hot in my room. I don't have, like, an actual vent in my room. I just have an AC unit and a ceiling fan.
The AC unit does the job.
The AC, yeah, it does.
But only
it
when
keeps
it's
it
on.
Cool. Yeah,
It only works when it's active.
And the weird thing is, where we live, it has been so cold, except for today. It's been, like, suddenly hot again. It went from, like, what, 70s, probably...
To, like, mid-30s.
Like 30s, 40s, like,
and then back to the high 60s again.
And now it's just hot again. But anyway,
we have coffee now.
between the break, yeah, I made us some coffee. I hit Noah with the, oh, by the way, I'm Eli. He's Noah.
Yep, in case you didn't watch
I forgot
the
to say that. Didn't quite get the intro. Nailed.
Round 2, hit it.
Round 2.
Good morning, Noah.
No, dude, no. Good morning, Noah. That's how we should start it. Good morning, Noah.
We released this at like 6 in the afternoon. Good morning. Welcome to Descant.
I've actually started doing that a lot. I say good morning to people, like, all day. It's so funny, because
just a habit.
They, like, always double take.
They're like, what?
Yeah.
Good morning.
It's hilarious. But I made us coffee because it is almost 12:30 at night. And,
you mean the morning?
Well,
12:30 a.m.
12:30 when it's dark.
Which is not late for me, but incredibly late.
Yeah, I've been
friend
going to
Eli.
bed early, so but I don't have to work tomorrow or the next day, so you know,
You want
might
to tell
have
the
to
story?
stay up, drink some coffee. Yeah, I'm getting to that. I know exactly what you're gonna say. That's where I'm headed. That's where we're going.
I wonder if you actually know what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay.
So Eli is big boy tired. So, I got some coffee, you know, get some caffeine in me so I can be awake. I lit a candle. Yeah, got some nuts. I proceeded to carry an entire case of water in my room because we both drink water like an alcoholic would alcohol.
Yeah, it's probably...
It's not bad. I mean, it's healthy.
I think if we drank any more than we are now, it would be unhealthy. Like, we would be, like, drowning ourselves.
I think the only way that water can actually be bad is if you drink, like, gallons at once.
Yeah, because then it just fills your, what is that thing?
I'm pretty sure it can kill you,
Stomach.
actually.
Couldn't think of the word
What is
stomach.
that thing?
That thing in your gut?
I think it, like, floods your... It can, like, flood your cells and kill you. Which, speaking of, you know, scientific things, we're probably gonna talk about a lot of, like, deeper stuff and scientific stuff eventually.
We both have really, really, like...
profound minds.
Yeah, and scientific interests and, like, other dimensions and, like, time travel and stuff like that. Whether or not it's possible, you know, doesn't matter. We just like talking about it. We both like Doctor Who, so if that tells you anything.
Yeah. We're the kind of people that just like to theorize. You know, Doesn't really do anything.
You ever heard of game theory?
Dude.
But that's just a theory. A game theory. Sponsored by Matt Pat. Can you imagine if we got Matt Pat on the show? Matt Pat? If you watch this somehow, hit us up.
But
you're an idol.
I think for the first couple episodes... Wow, this is almost empty. Nice. I can't go 5 seconds without getting distracted.
He's pouring creamer in his coffee.
Yeah. And it
before we started out, he brought the creamer and the sugar into his room, and
he asked me for sugar, and I have this like, how much sugar would you?
It's like a 2-gallon thing.
2 gallon?
It's not full, but it was.
Well, he poured a gallon in his cup. So.
There's like 8 quarts of sugar. He brought him in and he said, "You can't pour the sugar in your cup in my room because you're gonna spill it." And I said, "Watch." I didn't spill it, but there's a lot of sugar. There's a lot.
There's a lot in this cup.
And it tastes really good. It doesn't taste like coffee, and that's what I was going for.
A barista who doesn't like coffee.
Yeah, I work at Starbucks and I don't like coffee, which is interesting. Is this a dark roast or a medium roast?
It's Arabica, I think.
I think that's dark.
I don't know. I
think that might be dark.
I don't know much about coffee.
This is a Starbucks cup, though. I did notice that.
Yeah. I did that on purpose.
That's
funny. My mug is green and blue, which are my 2 favorite colors, and it says "Best Grandfather Ever" on it.
Eli, I didn't know you had kids, and they had kids.
Yeah.
Wow. What's it like to be a grandfather?
I got pregnant at 9, and my kid got pregnant at 4.
Nice. You got pregnant?
Wait. Dang! Anyway,
so I think
this kid freaking pours half of the thing of sugar in there, and I don't even eat sugar these days.
He's a healthy boy. He goes to the gym. Also, fun fact.
It's actually really hard.
This is a random tidbit.
I love sugar.
But the gym in our town is literally called the gym. Did you know that?
Yeah.
It's called the gym.
Yes.
Which is really funny.
I have a membership.
Shut up. Anyway, so before we get off topic too far, as we already have,
I don't know if I finished saying this, but I know I started saying it, so I'm just gonna say it. I think the first few episodes, I think we should just talk freely.
Yeah.
Before we get into the actual topics. That's what I was gonna say.
Well, what I was gonna say is our first episode, which excuse me. I don't know if Eli agrees with me on this, but this is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that episode that we made earlier is going to be episode 0.
Really, like 10 minutes ago.
I think that should be episode 0. I think that should be just.
Well,
our
I don't know
one.
because if we're going with the concept of like just kind of hanging out for the first few episodes, then it's kind of a trend.
Yeah,
you know.
I guess it fits. But I think
otherwise they'd all be episode 0. That'd be kind of weird.
This one should be the one where we really talk about ourselves. Because we really didn't last time. We talked about Starbucks for an hour and a half, and then
and food.
We got some coffee.
Popeyes.
We did talk. We covered a lot of ground.
We covered a lot of food.
It was Chick-fil-A was in there somewhere.
Did we talk about these mixed nuts yet? I said at the end of the last episode that I wanted mixed nuts, and I got my mixed nuts.
And then when he walked away, I ate like 8 cashews out of it, and then closed the lid.
I love nuts.
Give me your nuts.
That's going to be taken out of context.
Yeah, you're going to be in a cringe compilation. I do not like almonds, and that's basically all this is. Macadamia nuts as well.
We probably shouldn't be eating.
We're going to turn this into a... That's not the term. Please bleep that out. That's not the term. I meant mukbang. I did not mean... This whole thing has to be cut. Or not put. Do you know what Yeah! Oh my god. Anyway.
Bro, the nuts are about to get real nutty.
So that... we gotta cut that whole part.
I don't wanna.
Yeah, so what's the topic for this?
Alright, nut time over.
No more nuts. I've taken all the cashews. Alright.
No topic.
No topic.
Talk freely.
We're vibing.
We're vibing. Okay. I don't know how... Oh.
What are you doing? He's just moving around a lot. He thinks this is a visual show. He doesn't understand that we're on a podcast and nobody can see what he's doing. I can, and I'm judging him.
I'm used to judgment.
Dang.
So, Mr. Noah here...
That's me.
...is at my house. And we're recording a couple episodes of the podcast. It'd be funny if I was just narrating what we were doing. But I have a point, I promise, somewhere. Though I just forgot it. So he's at my house, and tomorrow we are going to a town. I just about said the name.
A bigger town.
A bigger town. A city-ish. That's about 2 hours away to fix my phone screen. Do you want to tell her, or should I?
I feel like I should tell it, so there's no bias.
So I have a Google Pixel. It's a Google Pixel 3a. I got it in June.
Pretty good phone.
It's a good phone. It's the first phone I've bought myself. And it came in the mail. And take it away.
So what was it, the second day you had it?
Yes.
Second day
the day after it arrived.
We go to the park. We're hanging out with some friends. Well, we're just hanging out, and then we see some friends. And a bug lands on Eli's arm. And he's just sitting there, and his phone is in his hand, and he's just looking at the bug. So
and I point the bug out.
Yeah, and he's like,
I just thought it was cool, you know?
He's like, look at this bug that landed on my arm.
Just chilling. She was just vibing.
Just vibing.
Straight vibing.
In case you guys are not aware, I despise bugs of all kinds. The only ones that I can tolerate are ladybugs. And that's because...
Dude.
It's because they're everywhere.
Let's talk about ladybugs.
We'll talk about them in a minute. the swarm of ladybugs in Georgia. Dang old South.
Old Georgie.
So we...
Georgie.
So... He's sitting there, just pointing at this bug, and me, with my big brain knowledge, decide to slap the bug.
My phone was in that hand.
Yes, it was the same arm that was holding his phone. So I slap it as hard as I can. I killed the bug. So
I guess
I
didn't even know that.
In my effort, it was on my hand. In my effort,
it was.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
I succeeded. To be fair, I succeeded. However, I also knocked his phone out of his hand, and it hit the ground and slid like 4 feet.
Face down.
Face down.
I had a screen protector and a case.
The screen protector was no more.
Shattered.
Absolutely obliterated. And I was like, okay, well that's just the screen protector.
It wasn't like an OtterBox case, though.
No, it's just like a Snap-on case.
It was just a case to look cool. Because I didn't think I would need that much protection. Because I know that I can, like, take care of my stuff.
Yeah.
I haven't dropped that phone ever.
So I slap it out of his hand accidentally.
I didn't take other people into consideration.
You didn't take your good friend Noah slapping your arm. So he picks it up, the screen protector's shattered, and he peels that baby off, and there's a crack at the top left of his phone. Or top right, whatever, at the top of his phone. Left. And it's not a big crack, but it's a crack.
And I was only upset because it's a new phone, you know?
Yeah.
If I had had the phone for like 2 years, I wouldn't have cared. I wouldn't have even, like...
But he literally got the phone the day before, and then the next day it breaks.
And see, the little small crack probably wouldn't have been a huge deal either. But I went to this, like...
This is months later.
No. It was, I would say, like...
It was at least a month later.
No.
I'm pretty sure. Well, yeah, it was still during summer. You're right.
Like weeks. It was
it was probably like 3 weeks later.
I don't even know if that. It was not long after, but I went to like some stupid party, and not like a. That's not necessary to clarify.
Let's get drunk. No.
But,
it was a friend's party. It was a birthday. It was his birthday party.
Yeah, it was a birthday party.
Oh.
Just a little get together. And I'm pretty sure this is where it happened.
I was also there.
I was wearing these jeans.
I actually think I remember that.
I don't know how this happened. I'm guessing it was because we were playing pool, and I was like kind of leaning forward on the pool table with my phone in my front pocket. I'm guessing that's how it happened. Because that's the only thing that happened...
that could have caused it.
Yeah. In between me putting my phone in my pocket and the next time I took it out.
And the screen was shattered.
And I took it out, and it was just shattered. Like, I didn't feel anything, I didn't hear anything. It was just suddenly, the rest of it was shattered.
And I was sitting on the couch a couple feet away talking with some of our friends.
We were like, well, I guess it's worth fixing now.
Yeah, and I told Eli the day I broke it, I was like, I'll fix it, I'm so sorry. I was like really sad, and I was like, I'm so sorry. And then...
I feel like we were equally sad.
Yeah.
To be honest.
And he... That day when he broke it more... he just goes, Noah, and I look over at him, and he's just holding the phone in his hand, and it's shattered. And my first thought was, what did I do? I was like, how did I break it more? And I was like, what happened? And he's like, I have no idea. I just pulled it out of my pocket, and it was shattered. Excuse me. And when you said that, the only thing I thought was, oh my god, I didn't break it. But, so it's been like that ever since. It's just been broken, and as far as I know, it hasn't broken more. And it certainly hasn't broken less. So,
that's possible.
That's what we're doing tomorrow.
Yeah,
we're heading off to get it fixed for pretty cheap.
4 months later, and we're just now fixing it. He like tried to get me to go fix it the day of, and he was gonna like pay for it and everything.
Oh, also, I don't know if I ever told you this. I contacted... My dad knew somebody a while back that was, like, fixing phones and stuff, and I contacted him, and he, I asked him about it, because he lives, south. And I was going to talk to you about that, but he told me that he only works on computers now, and that he hasn't worked on any of the new phones since, like, the Blackberries and stuff.
Okay.
Because this was years ago when I was, like, 9 or 10. But he said he only works on, like, PCs and stuff now. So he couldn't do it for me. But I did try more than just that day, and then whenever you texted me.
Noah really did try. We're not, like, available at the same time a lot and all that.
This is one of the first times in a long time that we've scheduled a hangout.
Yeah. Because we both have jobs.
We both have jobs and lives and stuff. What he has in a gym, I have in a girlfriend. So
that's actually incredibly accurate.
Yeah, you spend your time at the gym, and I spend my time with my girlfriend. So
I feel like I don't spend that much time at the gym, though.
No, I spend a lot of time with my girlfriend. Babe, if you're watching this, I love you. Unrelated, but
you're gonna say that every episode.
I am, because I love her.
Future wife, if you're watching this, you're probably cool.
We're assuming.
I assume. You're probably, like, really attractive, you know?
At least to you.
I love you, baby.
Baby girl.
Baby girl, BBG.
BBG.
Anyway. Back to you, Ryan.
Back to you, Ryan. So those are our plans for tomorrow. We, our associate, one of Eli's...
So, okay, I feel like I need to give more detail on that part of the story.
Yeah, there's a reason we're getting it for cheap. We're not just, like...
There's a reason we're driving 2 hours and getting a good discount.
There's a phone place in town. We could go there, but
there is a local phone store. I walked in one day and I was like, hey, how much would it be-ish to change a Google Pixel 3a screen? And they were like, you know, however much for the screen and then however much for the actual repair.
Did it end up like $150?
The total would be like $150, and then there's the $40 for the screen protector because I kind of want another one.
Which is completely legitimate.
Those are $40 because
I think mine was about $30. So
there's only like one maker for it.
Yeah, so the Google Pixel has everything.
One screen protector.
Everything about it is proprietary.
Yeah.
The screen protectors, the cases, the chargers.
Google. I don't get...
The chargers aren't proprietary because it's USB-C.
I guess.
That's not proprietary. However, Google does sell, like, fast chargers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, of their own, like, brand.
Pretty sure that one is.
I wouldn't know. I have an iPhone XR. I got a real good deal.
I have an iPhone XR.
From my good friend, Drew. I don't have any contact information for him.
Can't tap the microphone, Noah.
Can't tap it. But yeah, Drew. Shout out to him. He got me a really good deal on my phone.
Sponsored by Drew.
Sponsored by Drew. That's our sponsor for this episode. Last episode was water. This one is Drew. Drew, last name redacted. Mainly because I don't even know it. He knows me as what did he call me?
Emeraldton?
No. I told him my username from 8th grade.
From 8th grade? Dude.
That's when it...
No, pretend.
No, listen, I never said that I don't still use it, because I do.
Let's talk about the powerful potato.
You want to talk about our usernames and origins?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We gotta
That's a deep conversation.
Stay on topic. Okay. So...
Yeah, we're driving tomorrow. Yeah, but
get back to the 2 hours to get my phone fixed. And... The discount that we're getting... I'm just going to go ahead and say this. The discount that we're getting... we're doing it all for $85, so that's $65 cheaper, which is pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
I don't want to, run Noah dry for something that happened 4 months ago. But...
it was my fault, so I do feel that I should pay for it.
But I did agree to pay for a little bit. I'm going to buy the new screen protector, so I'm paying for $40, he's paying for $85. I don't know where to start this story.
What story?
Explaining who Jonathan is. Okay.
Sister's ex. That's the information that I know.
So basically...
Any other information is going to be news to me.
Here's how this happened. My dad had a doctor's appointment in a city that is close to this other city. And this city has a mall in it. So he had a doctor's appointment, and then my mom and my dad went to this mall, and they ran into this guy that works at like a phone repair store. I'm guessing like kiosk kind of thing in the mall. They ran into him, and it's my sister's ex-boyfriend from 6 years ago. And his name, I can say his name, right? You think?
Probably.
His name's Jonathan. He's a super awesome dude. If you're watching this, Jonathan, I'll probably tell him about the podcast.
Yeah, we're going to tell him tomorrow. He's going to have to watch it.
If you're watching this, you're a legend. I love you. I miss you.
This is us from the past. You're gonna meet me tomorrow.
You're going to fix my phone tomorrow.
Yeah, butthole. And you're going to like it.
You're going to do it for free.
Nah, well, don't say that. He's going to watch us after the fact and send us a bill. We get a bill in the mail for $400, and we're like, okay.
I guess.
But yeah, I know nothing about this man.
But he's doing it at cost, which, it's basically just the cost that it costs to do it, and
most people
profit.
know what at cost means.
I didn't know what it meant. I assumed what it meant.
I worked at a furniture store for a while, and I didn't know what at cost meant. I knew, but I wasn't like 100% certain. When I worked at the furniture store for a while, shout out to that place. Not going to name it because it's a local business. Bleep that out. Frog. But when I worked there, I worked in the warehouse, and I figured out that once you're there for a year, which I was not, because I just didn't like the job. Once you're there for a year, you get discounts. You get any furniture in the store at cost, which is significantly cheaper.
Yeah.
Like, mattresses would be like $200 cheaper, which is crazy. And on top of that, you got a 20% discount. So you got it
what
less.
The heck?
Yeah, you got it less than cost.
That's insane.
So you could get like full sets.
I get free movies.
That's pretty good. I don't get anything for free.
I'm also like always there, so going to the movies is just kind of like so much less valuable to me. I don't know. It feels like I'm working every time I go.
Every time I go to Ingles, I'm like,
yeah,
I don't want to be here. When I'm this is fun. I think I've told you this. When you work for Starbucks, like corporate Starbucks, you get really good benefits. So you get a 1 pound bag of coffee a week, any kind that you want.
What the heck?
They give you Spotify Premium for free. And they will, this is not confirmed. However, I've been told from multiple sources that they give you pretty good health benefits.
Dang.
Like, I'm fairly certain at least full dental. Which is like...
At least full dental.
Which is like...
They'll at least brush your teeth for you.
Yeah, they like come into your house and they're like, hey, sweetie, get up. That's my text tone. I have the Roblox oof sound.
You really gonna answer that now? What the heck is on my arm?
Ladybug.
What is...
Anyway, but those are all the things you get for corporate Starbucks. When you work for Ingles Starbucks, you don't get any of that. You get a slap on the face.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, also, when you work for corporate Starbucks, you can make any drink you want ever. And just, like, drink it. As long as you don't go overboard and get, like, 15 Trenta Mango Dragon Fruit Refreshers with coconut milk.
I have to talk about this. So, at the movies, there's not, like, a wide variety of different things there, concession-wise. But, I mean, there's some stuff. Like, we have slushies, we have hot dogs, pretzels.
Standard things.
Popcorn, drinks, regular movie theater stuff.
Beef brisket.
And pickles. We have pickles. Beef briskets. We do not have that.
Beef Wellington. Beef.
Cinema, how would you like your steak cooked?
You gotta bleep the name.
I do.
Keep that joke in. That's funny.
Anyway, there's a lot of like downtime, like between it's a very small theater because it's a small town.
Haven't
we don't get
steak
like
cooked?
Yeah,
that was good.
We don't get like a lot of business, but
a lot of business for this area.
Or a lot of business for the area. Yeah,
definitely.
Like everyone loves the place.
Yeah,
but.
In our town, there are 2 things to do. 3, actually. Well, I'd say 4. 4 things to do. You go to the park. You go to the movies. You go to the bowling alley.
You go eat.
Or you hang out at Walmart.
Or go to Walmart. Or drive around. Listen, growing up in the South, in the dry, boring South, small town life.
You really appreciate everything.
You get creative.
You get real creative. There's a tunnel under the highway in the park, and we just hang out down
in it.
Yeah, well, they do that.
I'm putting a frog over that.
They have redacted in there. There's also probably some drug dealers, because I found a needle in there one time.
Nice.
We just go in there. So there's like a bunch of spray paint.
Oh my gosh, I have a story about that too, but I'll get to it.
Did you know at the I didn't know this, at the Walgreens in town, there's a trash can outside, and it says, "Please do not throw your needles in this trash can." And for a second, I was like, is heroin really that big a deal that they need to freaking put aside? But then I realized that, like, people, like, go in there for, like diabetic needles and stuff like that, and then just do them in the parking lot. So it makes sense that they wouldn't want that in there. My friend Joe had to tell me that. Joe and Amanda. Joe, listen. You guys?
Joe and Amanda both.
You guys are the best.
You're listening?
I'm going to tell them about this, and they're gonna listen.
They're awesome.
They're gonna listen. Amanda is gonna love this.
Pokemon Go buddies.
Yeah, Pokemon Go sponsored, but not really. But if we were
sponsored by Niantic,
we sponsored them with.
They wouldn't want that.
No. We sponsored them with good fortune.
With boring conversation.
Niantic, you did give us Flower Crown Eevee in boxes for a while,
Fortuna, I think.
What?
Mr. Vaughn wrote that in my yearbook.
What did he write?
I think it's Bona Fortuna or something.
What does it mean?
Good fortune.
Oh, okay. Nice. Vaughn.
He's a good man.
We got
a lot to talk about Vaughn.
Oh man, that's gonna be a whole episode. Is Vaughn?
We'll just title it Vaughn in all caps.
What is that joke that we had? Post I crashed. That needs to be the title of that. That's a whole, hold on, we can't start.
We can't.
That's a whole episode that we have to vote to Vaughn. Basically he was our programming.
He was
teacher.
one of our teachers. I don't think we should say anymore.
Yeah, that's it. He was our programming teacher, and it was the greatest.
The time of our lives.
It was so fun. Our favorite class. We had it twice, and it was so good. Anyway,
Chorus was pretty good.
Chorus was good. I don't know if we should say her name. She
wouldn't appreciate it.
I feel like she wouldn't. But listen, we're gonna tell you about this. You know. We're talking about you. We love you. We love you so much. You are.
She's awesome.
She's our mom.
Did I show you that? I'm not trying to flex. I feel like people are gonna think I'm trying to flex.
He's flexing right now. His arms are in the air.
Yeah. Gym time. Did I tell you or show you that like award that she gave me?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so there were like 22. No, not like there were exactly 22. I know that there were 22. That's engraved in my head for another whole reason. Well, that's another list of stories. We'll get to that.
You've completely lost me and everyone else listening. I don't know what you're talking about at all.
But
22 what?
Oh, did I not say that?
No.
See, I said it in my head. That's all that matters.
You said
this
it
microphone is reading my thoughts.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not.
Well, I'm not. So, there were 22 seniors in chorus how do I phrase that? When I graduated, like...
22 graduating
Does that make
seniors.
sense? Yeah.
22 seniors graduating that were leaving.
That were in chorus.
Yes. Not 22 seniors in our class graduating, in his class, because I'm a year above him.
But all in chorus. And out of the 22, like we have award ceremonies at our school and all that. I don't know if that's like common.
I think it's relatively common.
She gave me, like, she got to pick which student was... I really don't know how to put this.
Help.
I don't know what you're trying to say. I wasn't there.
Oh, yeah, you don't know the... I think this coffee is doing the opposite of what I wanted it to.
You want me to tell a story that I have while you're trying to organize your... No, you want to get this? Want to get this done?
Yeah, I want to get this bread. I have a loaf of bread in my room.
He does.
If that makes
it was in his car, and now it's in his room.
Yeah, I was running low on time to get to work today. I'm so tired.
Also, earlier in the car, he said, I have a whole loaf of bread and a loaf of bananas.
I did.
And I didn't know how to tell him that was not the proper terminology when describing bananas.
So I got, like, completely ready for work and everything, and I was like, okay, I need to bring some food because I eat constantly. And normally I, like, organize a lunchbox, I'll fix some sandwiches, put them in there, put some snacks in there, it'll be all good. But today, I didn't have a lot of time, so I just kind of ran through my kitchen and grabbed a bunch of stuff and put it in a Walmart bag and headed on my way. And,
Eli, where's the loaf of bread?
I brought a loaf of bread, an entire loaf of bread. It was literally brand new. An entire loaf of bananas. A protein shake.
Barrel of bananas.
Canned chicken. Seasoning for the canned chicken. It's really good.
What seasoning is it?
It's lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper.
Gotta crack that open later.
4 cheese mac and cheese with honey pepper glazed chicken from Applebee's. Sponsored.
Excuse me.
It's the best meal. That's my favorite meal of all time. 4 cheese mac and cheese with honey pepper glazed chicken. Look it up. Make it. It's the best.
How did we start talking about food again?
You were talking about
what
lunch.
were we talking about?
You were talking about when you grabbed all the stuff.
Before that.
I don't remember.
Oh, the chorus thing. Okay, so...
Moving on back.
Moving on back.
Remember when the principal played Moving On Up over the speakers?
No?
No, it was
When
like...
was that?
I don't remember the specific day, but something he played. Moving on up. He played it over the loudspeakers from his phone.
That doesn't surprise me. We call our principal Chicken Tender.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't say his name or his initials.
I feel like we can... No, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, but we call him Chicken Tender, and he loves it. It is his favorite thing.
Awesome. Our vice is awesome, too. Well, you weren't around for that.
I love him. Our vice principal, the vice principal
he was a teacher.
He was a teacher when I graduated, and then when I left, his first year being vice principal was Eli's senior year. And he was incredible as a teacher, and I can only imagine that he's even better as a VP. Because he's just awesome, and he's hilarious. He's a history teacher, if that tells you anything. That's all you need to know.
Basically. He is like the definition of Southern.
Yeah. He loves to fish.
Mountain man,
yeah. He wears a button-up tucked in with the sleeves rolled up every day. That's also what the other history teacher
He's very
wears.
loud and outgoing, and he has a very thick accent.
Picture this. A balding man with glasses. Did he wear glasses?
I don't think so.
I feel like I saw him with like glasses around his neck, like all the time. No,
I don't think so.
I'm just picturing Vaughn. Yeah. But picture this: a plaid button-up tucked into slacks.
Bro, slacks.
He's got slacks with Nikes, white Nikes, and he's got his sleeves rolled up.
Beard.
His left hand is tucked into his pocket, and his right is clutching a cup of coffee to his chest. And he's standing outside the school on an early November morning, saying "Good morning" to everybody walking.
Yes.
in. That is our vice principal, and he is wonderful.
Absolutely. Back to the point I've been trying to make for 10 minutes.
Before I started describing redacted.
This award that I got, they give out different awards for, like, specialties in certain areas. That's what an award is.
Yeah.
That's literally what an award is.
Hey, Google. Define award.
Here's the definition of award. Give or order the giving of something as
No,
an official
no.
payment
Hey,
or
Google.
compensation.
Stop it.
Stop.
She didn't give me the definition I wanted, so it was wrong.
But it was basically just, being good at chorus.
Yeah, basically. The whole story that he's been trying to tell is that our chorus teacher gave him an award for being good. That's it.
I wish I had it on me so I could just read what it said, because that would be so much easier.
So,
she gave it to me out of 22 seniors, and I was honored, and I love you. That's all. That's what I've been trying to say.
You gotta redact the name, but...
I love you, chorus teacher.
Madam chorus teacher.
Watch,
we're gonna make her listen to this, and she's gonna be like, I really don't care. We're gonna be like, alright, well...
I don't have time for this.
Anyway, so...
I'm busy having ensemble rehearsal.
So, my story about getting an award. So, we had an award
What did
show.
you get? What have you ever earned?
Mr.
I'm just kidding.
I don't think Adams would mind if we say his name.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So,
You definitely deserved that one.
Thank you. I was in the theater program, and our theater program is magnificent. We have a wonderful teacher, Mr. Adams. We call him Dadams because he's just a dad.
He is.
He's a big, fat, bald man. And
he's very, very tall.
Very tall. He's got a booming voice and a heart of solid
He's had
gold.
a cracker on the back of his truck for like months.
So he put like an off-brand Oreo. He put like an off-brand Oreo on the back of his truck. Someone left it there or something. And he's just left it there for months, and he just updates his Snapchat every once in a while. Day 44.
Very in tune with social media.
But more in tune than you think he would be, but not very in tune.
But also like in a dad way.
Yes. He is the most dad, and he has 3 wonderful children. 4.
4, yeah.
4 wonderful children. They are magnificent.
I think
his wife is wonderful. The whole family.
One of them's in high school now. I think just one, though.
Just one. I saw one of the other ones, and she was like, Hey, Dad. In our first play, in the first play that I did, I played. We did a fairy tale Christmas Carol. So it was a Christmas Carol, but we did like fairy tale characters like Big Bad Wolf, Prince Charming. I was Prince Charming. So Big Bad Wolf was Scrooge, and Prince Charming was what was it? Scrooge's like assistant. I can't remember his name right now.
Is this the one where you said I propose a toast?
Yes, I'll get to that story in a minute. Anyway,
my sister was involved in that.
Yeah, she was.
She was in the same play.
She was my wife in that play.
Yeah.
So in that play, my character had kids, but there weren't any of us that could play kids at the time. So our theater teacher actually got his kids to act in our play.
I remember.
And I was the father to his kids, and it was so funny. And anytime they see me, they're like, "Hey, Dad," and they call me Dad now, and I love them. Anyway, so our theater teacher, we have an award show. We have, I say that. They have. I'm not part of it anymore, which makes me sad, but that's okay. Every year, they have an award show at the end of the year.
I got one too.
Did you
know that?
No, what'd you get?
I got... Okay, so I was also in theater.
Mm-hmm. Only 1 year.
Only 1 year, because I was shy. I'll leave it at that for now. More on that later. That's a whole story. But I did do theater for 2 semesters, and I was in three plays. I was in Aladdin, The Grinch, and why am I free? It's this one called The Greatest Show. It's a combination of like 20 shows. Yeah,
it's not The Greatest Showman. However, we did use that. That we can talk about that another time. That's a long story. Our theater things can be a whole other story.
But I got an award. They're called Thespies.
Yeah, we have the award is called the Thespies. The show is called the Thespies.
It's based on what is the acting one? Oscar.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure I had that right because I get those mixed up all the time. It's based on the Oscars, but like it's mixing like Oscars and thespian. You know. So,
yeah, the Thespies.
Yeah. Thespies.
And our theater teacher just orders a bunch of off-brand Oscars.
But, yeah.
And then has them like engraved.
But I got one for Theater Dad in The Grinch. And funny enough, my character, I was the dad in The Grinch. So I'm trying to tell myself that that's not why I got it. But you know, that's probably got a lot to do.
I doubt that's what it was.
But I also see how that could kind of be me. Because the way I acted in that class, like I was a senior and I kind of like...
You acted like one.
I tried, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I started befriending a lot of underclassmen in theater, and I could see how I would be regarded as, you know...
The theater dad.
The theater
anyway,
dad.
Let me finish my story.
Yeah. Yours is more important. I just thought I would slip that
so,
in there.
the entire Thespies, it's student voted. And they set up polls, and then we vote, and then, you know, whoever gets the vote, whatever. And I had never won a Thespy before. And I was kind of upset, because I really tried, and I don't think I tried as hard as I should have, or as hard as I wish I did, but, you know, such is life. And I really enjoyed theater. It was one of my favorite parts of my high school career. I wish that it could continue now.
Me too.
And then at the very end of the Thespies, Mr. Adams comes out, and he has one last award to give out, and it's the director's award,
yeah,
which is like the most prestigious award because it's who he thinks.
It's the only one he chose.
It's the only one that he chooses by himself. And you know, it was a good show. We have little entertainment acts.
Jolly good show.
Jolly good show. This was my final year. I was graduating, and Mr. Adams gets up there and he's prepared a speech, and he starts talking about how this actor is one that he's seen grow. It's one that he's seen change and grow as an actor and grow as a person. And I was like, oh, this is so sweet. And he's like, and then he says, and he was even the father to my own children. And I was like,
your heart sank.
No, because I knew exactly who that was, and I was like, that's
me.
And then he was like, Mr. Noah Frost. And should I include my last name?
That's up to you.
Yeah, whatever. And then everyone started clapping, and I was like amazed that I'd won. And So yeah, I got the award, the Thespy to get.
I
And it
really
was so amazing.
I really wish you told that story before I tried to tell my chorus win, because essentially that's what it was.
Yeah.
You
For chorus.
I feel like I was to chorus as you were to theater.
Yeah.
You were very dedicated and passionate about it, and chorus was more my thing. I was very, very dedicated, and I loved every minute of it. Like it made me really happy just to like go in and sing with a bunch of people. Like it's just something that I really love and have always loved. So it was basically like a director's award for chorus, and she I had a similar thing happen. Like she was describing the recipient, and I started realizing that it sounded like me, and I was like, is she really about to give this to me? And
then she did.
She did. She was like, Eli, and it was awesome.
Are you gonna redact your last name? Listen,
Crap!
If you redact yours and don't redact mine, you're fake. It's up to you. I really don't care.
See, my personal YouTube channel is Eli Benjamin, which is my middle name.
Anyway, so we won some prestigious awards in our day. I think
in high school.
I think this episode is probably reaching its time here. 49
Indeed,
minutes.
it is.
It's a good episode. We didn't even
Any
have
particular
a topic.
theme
that
we can
title it?
base it off of.
Prestigious awards,
and more food.
And the award to talking about food goes to Descant.
Ryan Seacrest.
Back to you.
Descant. We never explained that. I just realized that.
I think we should just.
I feel like we should explain it. Leave it open.
Just leave it open.
Okay.
No, I'll explain it.
I feel like we should explain it at the start of an episode. I don't think we should do it now.
You don't think we should make someone watch the entire episode just to know it? I think we should do that. I'm gonna. So.
Hey Google, define descant.
Here's the definition of descant. An independent treble melody, usually
That
sung
is-
or played above
No,
the bass.
no,
That
no,
is right, but not what I was looking for.
Alright, so descant verb. To talk tediously or at length. So.
That's literally a podcast.
Yeah.
Cast.
So descant is a verb, so we are descanting. And what we did was
It's
we
a
were
verb.
Yeah. In the form that we're using it, it's a
I
verb.
guess it is.
I
didn't really think about it.
I descanted about this once. That's what the example was. But yeah, we were trying to figure
I
out.
could also say we descant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were trying to figure out what to name this, and we came up with random ideas and all this. And then we just
Beancast.
we got to the point where we were so like bored and burnt out of trying to figure it out.
We just started saying random words.
We just started generating random words, and
first we started saying them, and then I was like, I can't say it.
yeah,
Hi Google. Okay.
yeah, he was just
That's
like,
fine.
Give me a word.
Give me a random word, and eventually Descant popped up, and
it
they
defined
had
it.
definitions with all of them, and it said to talk at great lengths about a topic or something like that.
and we were like, that's exactly what a podcast
I read the
is.
definition, and Noah was like, he like dropped his jaw, and I was like, yeah.
I was like, that's exactly what a podcast is. So that's what we're calling it, Descant. The Descant podcast. We don't know the exact form of which, but we know Descant's in there somewhere.
It's just Descant, I think.
Descant. The show's called Descant. Well, anyway, this has been Descant. This has been Eli and Noah.
Still haven't figured out that unique ending thing because this is right after the other one.
Yeah, we didn't put any thought into
And
this
we're
at all.
probably... I don't know about you, but I'm down for another.
I think I might be down for one more, maybe.
I think 3 is a good start.
Well, regardless, this is the end of this one.
Irregardless.
Irregardless, Who was it that went on a big rant about that? Was it Adams?
I don't know, Miss...
It was We gotta bleep that out, because I feel like she'll be like...
Bro, plethora.
Plethora.
She hates that. Anyway, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Follow us on social media, why not?
Should we
Right.
start up a Twitter?
I was just gonna... I'm down to plug my personal.
At Emeralton. EMERALTON.
At Eli Benjamin 26.
ELIBENJAMIN 26.
Thank you.
Don't forget the ampersand in there. Ampersand
That is not
the and.
No, it's an at. It's literally just at.
No, it has a name.
Ampersand is
Hey
at.
Google, what is the name of the at symbol?
According to Wikipedia, the @ sign, @ is normally read aloud as @ It is also commonly called the @ symbol or commercial @. Do you want a little more context?
It's really just the at symbol?
Thought so.
Never
No.
mind.
No problem.
We're using Google too much.
We are. We rely on her.
Sponsor. Anyway.
Have a great night or morning. Whenever you're watching this. Just have a good day.
Bye. Bye. That's not right.
Bye.